This is a raw dog dingo, and somewhere around the half-hour mark, something happens to where most of the runtime we don't need to watch. So this is like a half an hour long, actually, or thereabouts. You've bet all your bingo points. Let's read the card. Argues the chat. Boy. Beard petting. Again. Crazy hypothetical. Please clap. Toxic masculinity. Fuck it. Fuck you. Jake tiptoes around TOS. Boring. I don't care. Yelling. No, no, no. Rat's ass. Right wing. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Dumb as shit. K. Bootlicker. Again. Again. Upset by something reasonable. Drunk. Slur. This could be a good one. Also, if you don't have a subscription, you have 2.5 minutes to get one. Or you're going to watch ads. We have all the agains possible on this card.
Good show for you. I got such a good show for you.
Wow.
Good show for you.
Oh, I thought maybe I had skipped a couple frames. No. I'm going to turn around to 3.
I got such a good show for you.
3 hundo. Oh, EP.
I got such a good show for you.
Okay. Oh, we're slurping. Okay, argues with chat. We don't have... Hold on, is that... This is science. That's one beard stroke. He has to do a beard pet. First be beard petting. Did you lose ad rev too? Not yet, but I probably will. But I mean, ad rev on Twitch is fucking pointless. Wow.
Hello, JP.
Boring.
I'm not even going to try to pronounce the last name.
He's working on drunk.
But, alright, so this is from the Young Turks. Nancy Pelosi blasts Biden for not dropping out sooner.
Blasts Biden. Shitty thing is, even if you opt out of ads, Twitch will still play ads, just not pay you. Yeah, so, subscribe immediately, chat. Did you get your blood work done yet, Dave? You might want to get it done while you still have healthcare, yeah.
I didn't... Okay, up until 5 minutes...
Uh-huh. He's yelling?
Before the election, Pelosi was saying, oh, Joe Biden is very strong. He's very acute. I've been with him. The guy does level 9 fucking 90 crossword puzzles.
Mm-hmm. So I don't know if you know this about Nancy Pelosi, but she was lying to get votes. It's Nancy Pelosi.
He's good. And then we've seen the debate performance.
She is back, and she's pointing some fingers, and Biden is not going to take this well because...
Well, it's because privately, I think Nance here was pushing for Joe Biden to drop out. But, of course, the Democrats are always like, we have to show a unified front. And I actually think that that's fucking stupid. I actually think it's very dumb. It gives us, no credibility, I think, on the left. Like, lefties are fine with infighting. Let's get the right answer, you know?
She's indicating that maybe...
$20 and I bring Jake back? You can count that as a fucking... rent-free.
She should have dropped out sooner, which I think a lot of people are probably thinking these days. She said, had the president gotten out sooner, there may have been other candidates in the race. The anticipation was that if the president were to step aside, that there would be an open primary. And as I say...
And if it was, Kamala Harris would not have been the candidate.
It's possible she was the candidate, but she would have had free reign to distance herself from the Biden campaign, which I think would have been much better. But, I mean, maybe you're right. I don't know. I don't know who's going to run. Pete? Bernie again? I fear the Bernie thing in his old age, just because that was the criticism of Joe. But I guess, I mean, he would run around Trump. Nobody on the left complains that Kamala skipped the primaries. I'm not that. I mean, we were saying. So here's. I mean, the timeline of events was he didn't drop out, and we were like, but you were supposed to be one term, and we want primaries, and then it got so bad that we were like, we're fucked. It's Joe, and then the vibe went through the roof when we're like, we're not fucked because Kamala was like, I'm running. I'm doing it. We're like, it's better than Joe. So we would have liked primaries. But, I mean, Joe Biden fucked us.
Kamala may have. I think she would have done well in that and been stronger going forward. But we don't know that. That didn't happen. We live with what happened. And because the president endorsed Kamala Harris immediately, that really made it almost impossible to have a primary at that time. If it had been much earlier, it would have been different. I mean, it would have been it would have been difficult to have more than a week-long primary regardless, even if he hadn't done that. But look, it's interesting to
I disagree. You could have started a primary. Fucking Joe Biden could have been like, at the beginning of his last year, he's like, okay, this is my last year of presidency. I would like to start the primary situation as the Democrats and the lefties get around and get their shit in order, and they can run a race. I'm not going to run because I'm old as fuck. And then it would have been fine, but he didn't.
Agree with Nancy Pelosi, but not really at all. Like, I also agree that he should have dropped out sooner, but she thinks seemingly that would have just led to maybe a different sort of centrist alternative to Harris. Or
if it was a centrist alternative to Harris, it would have been shit anyway, unless they had really good messaging. Josh Shapiro? I don't know.
Or Harris, and nothing fundamentally different about the way she runs or the way Biden was president, but she has a bit more time to introduce.
Harris was just a terrible candidate. By the time Biden dropped out, which Kamala Harris didn't bring up 2020 of, hey, Biden, maybe thinking step aside. Or 2022, hey, Biden, step aside.
Wow.
No, they waited to the last minute, and
holy shit.
She was the only one, because she was the only one Biden could have put his
Ooh.
$45 million war chest towards.
Introduce herself, and maybe you guys disagree. That just doesn't seem like enough to reverse the numbers that we saw. It would have been helpful, certainly, but the problem fundamentally wasn't just a little bit more time. It was the legacy of Biden, what he delivered, what he didn't, and outside of the first month or so, the way Harris chose to campaign and what her focus was as a candidate.
The first month, the first month of the Harris campaign felt good. They need to keep going.
Different take than you, John. I understand that. I'll get back to what you said, but my take is, yeah, I wish somebody would have told us this about 14 months ago. And so, look,
you were too busy doing something to tell them. I don't remember what.
Yeah. So, look, we showed you the clip yesterday of September 2023. We started a petition to get Joe Biden to drop out. But remember, if I start that petition in my basement, it doesn't go anywhere. You all signed it, right? So you guys were right. You were right before.
Where was this petition? Change.org?
I don't know.
Has any petition on change.org amounted to anything?
Apparently they dropped weird because some Hillary experts told them to. Dude, I think Hillary wanted her to lose.
Oh, that's right. No, it hasn't.
Anyone else? And what happened to all of us who were right about how Joe Biden needed to step down? And remember, I would say over and over again, he's got to go now so we can have enough time for a primary and we don't just anoint the next person. We were exactly right. And so
like I get right I get right.
Oh my fucking
right
God.
Now on change.org.
Mm-hmm.
Free boob jobs for any woman who's an A cup.
What?
To get them up to at least a B.
Please clap.
I mean, I'll probably get a bunch of signatures on it, but it's not going to mean a damn thing. Because I can't make a law that forces women to get a tit job.
What?
What's so frustrating about that now is the Johnny-come-latelys like Nancy Pelosi, and let's be honest, and I'll say it, Pod Save America, and a lot of these other people going out, oh, you know what? Did you know that Joe Biden should have dropped out earlier?
Not right now,
brothers and sisters,
Sierra.
when I said that.
I'll keep you updated
all of
on
you
when
said,
I'm going
"You're
to start
not
taking it.
Bicycle!
Joe Biden is the
Start
best possible
scheduling
candidate
shit
against
again.
Donald Trump. Joe
Fucking what's he saying? The diabetic shock is hitting him hard today? I hope so.
Biden is young and dynamic. Joe Biden is great. So then, why didn't you? Okay, number one, all of the other talk show hosts, I'm sorry, but please don't come at me with, oh, I guess Joe Biden should have dropped out a year ago, as if you're on the right side. You were different. Look, I know the system feels broken, and it's hard to engage
An ad for himself?
with the news right now, but it's not the time to tune out. Definitively. Ridiculous.
Like a Janks old ads on his own videos.
Yeah.
On the
Good for
wrong
him.
side. Not only did you say that Joe Biden shouldn't drop out, but you criticized people who said he should. So don't come at me and tell me now, oh yeah, kumbaya, oh we just figured it out. And oh yeah, we're the ones pointing out. No, you're not. No, you're not. You were the ones protecting Joe Biden. So that's just a stone cold fact, okay? Almost all of them. And guys, forget Policy
about to be
America,
drunk,
which is just
yeah.
an establishment show, so it's not surprising that
worse.
they were. Now they're.
Dude, he's not
notice, by
saying
the way,
anything.
Every establishment show, whether they're on mainstream media or online, they're only honest after the election. After the election, they go, oh yeah, what we should have done a year ago is the thing that I told you we shouldn't do back then. Okay, then be honest. Can you at least give me a mea culpa? Forget me, forget whoever else was right, forget our audience. Can you just say for once, like, oh, we were wrong? Instead of pretending now that you had it figured out? It's absurd. And guys, what's worse of all is I'm not gonna name names, but I asked progressives to go on their shows to make this point about Joe Biden so we could get to a better place and maybe even pick a progressive in a primary. And a lot of them.
You know, I was hoping and praying that Bernie Sanders would be the nominee in 2020.
Why?
Why? Trump would have won.
Said
I really disagree.
no, Joe Biden is the best candidate, and we will not have you on because you could hurt Joe Biden.
Dude, I wish I had EP on
So
here. He
are
keeps
any
yawning.
of you going to apologize for how wrong you were and how you helped to cost us the election? So Nancy Pelosi, the fact that she's acknowledging
gotta be going
we
to
were right-
Coors Mountain soon.
She's not acknowledging we were right, but she's saying the same things we said 14 months ago. I'll take it. That's I appreciate she's at least being honest about it now, and she earned a lot of credibility by trying to help push Biden out, and was the #1 factor in pushing him out. It was late, but my God, she had a big effect. So thank you. So that I distinguish her because she actually took action.
Why? With Biden, you might have actually gotten another 4 years.
What?
And hell, by
What?
proxy, he probably would have died in office.
You think Joe Biden would have gotten 4 more? Fucking crazy. I thought he would have got trashed. Fucking my chat wouldn't have voted for Joe Biden. No way.
You'd probably get your first female president.
Right? It might have been late. I wish she took it when we
Ew,
took it. Could have
what
made
the
a difference,
fuck?
But at least she did the right thing. So, and it's a weird thing to be on the same side.
Fact check. Map of Bernie Sanders donations 20. Oh, yeah. This map makes me sad. This map makes me so sad. Look at Michigan. Look at us doing the damn thing. I mean, look at New England now. Oh. Man. You know what the difference is, though? Look at that. Where all the fucking big money donors are going to be. Joe Biden. Fascinating. Anyway, Bernie would have won. And we deserve that timeline. We really do.
Is Nancy Pelosi. But there's a lot of people who lied to you throughout the entire process.
Oh, God, there's that cunt Debbie Wasserman Schultz.
And now are now pretending to have, like, come to Jesus moment, right? So please spare me. And John, real quick to your point. if we had a real primary, we could have had progressives and populists in the primary. And they could have taken different positions. Maybe you would have had one progressive that
Dude,
was
he's full walrus right now.
Yeah, that was more leftist, for example.
But I'm not against having the primary. I'm saying with how late he dropped out, how long could the primary possibly? It would have been a week.
Well, no, look, guys, I explained this all throughout, and you guys all saw it with your own eyes, right? I said, we got to go now 14 months ago because otherwise we can't have a real primary. And then I joined the primary when no one else would. I'm like, get in the race now, right? At that point, it still was possible, right? Then
Except Jake.
Jake? Jank,
You
probably?
can never be president.
Okay.
You're not a natural-born citizen. You were born in Turkey. Your kids, they can be. Your son can be. But I don't think this country is electing a woman any fucking time soon. And honestly, I would like to pass a constitutional amendment that says we don't need no cunts in the Oval Office.
primary.
What's the definition? Because I feel like Donald isn't allowed then. I feel like Donald is not allowed. Consolutional. That's right.
Is concluded. Now we're in desperate grounds.
Yeah.
Right. Absolutely desperate grounds. But even at that point, the reason Pelosi and Obama didn't endorse and why they're mad at Biden today for endorsing
He's not sexist,
Kamala
by the
Harris
way, right?
after he dropped out is because Biden was shivving them. They all knew Kamala Harris was not the right candidate. So that's why they didn't endorse her. And so when Biden endorsing her was not like, hey, I'm on the team and I'm endorsing Kamala Harris because I'm doing the right thing. No, he was saying, screw you, Nancy Pelosi and Barack Obama. Watch this. I'm going to endorse her, and that's going to make it inevitable. Ha ha. If you didn't want to lose with me, now you'll lose with her. And so what was the alternative? What I said, Ezra Klein said, so many other people said, which was go to the convention and do a convention. That's literally what we did every time. But what happened? You saw it with your own eyes. Everybody panicked. No, Jake, no, it's got to be Kamala. It's got to be Kamala. You remember Blue MAGA? Blue MAGA lost their mind at the idea that it might not be Kamala and that we might have a choice.
Any topic suggestions for my date with Dave next Friday? Wow. I don't know. The things that make me interested in Dave are his inability to cook, even though he has enthusiasm to use the time, and his inability to be a likable guy, even though I think he would really like to be liked. You know what I mean? Like, why? Maybe talking about that. Like, why do you think that being a shitbag, like, out ahead of everybody, and you can figure out how you want to get there. But why do you think being a shitbag also great freeze frame? This is excellent.
No choice for you. It's got to be the anointed. And that's what they did. And again, a monumental mistake was.
I think I wish Biden would have kept his promise from his 2020 campaign of being a one-term president and a transitionary figure.
I agree.
Or
a transitionary figure to get us over the hump. Sure. Get us over the shit hump. That's what a lot of people voted for him for.
I don't remember Biden making that promise.
I do.
But it doesn't matter.
He ran as a transition candidate.
He is going to be a one-time president.
Blue MAGA
and
is...
Kamala Harris, oh, she's just going to fade into obscurity, boy.
Boy? I don't know if that's going to happen. Also, you're saying boy, and that makes me think that you're being racist, but I don't know. Blue MAGA is Chank's code for the progressives that started ignoring TYT after Anna went crazy. Yeah. Yeah. A A lot of leftists on Twitter are convinced blue MAGA exists. I don't even know what that means.
Now we're gonna get into Mr. Kyle Kalinske.
Like a
right, guys,
like
so-
Democrats who are MAGA. Because I mean, like Joe Manchin exists or whatever. You know, he's not necessarily MAGA, I guess. But
One of the things that I don't see much talk about right now, even though it's kind of a gigantic deal to me, is that something's going to happen with Trump's 91 criminal charges now that he's president-elect, and he will.
You think Biden wanted Harris to lose and was smiling the whole time he met with Trump ear to ear? Because people were telling him to drop out, and then he's like, "Fine, you're gonna fucking lose, though." Like, you think that's where he's at? That could be. I don't know, Joe Biden.
You mean 91 bullshit charges that'll be gone upon appeal, or
He's gonna pardon
whatever?
himself.
I mean, the only thing you've got criminally, because the other case was a civil matter, but the Letitia James, there was no victim. The bank got their money back.
Wasn't
The
she
reason
victim?
the bank gave Trump the special interest loan was because
Oh, people being fervently pro-Dem and being ill-informed is blue MAGA. Oh. That's definitely a thing. We have.
they'd
some.
always made money with Trump. He'd always paid back the loan. And this wasn't like the first, second, or third loan they were lending
I would
him.
say that's
It
different.
was
though.
more like the 22nd, 23rd loan they were lending him.
Okay.
Finally, as to why there is
Yeah.
no
Slow
fraud
brain.
committed, the bank again did its own due
Again!
diligence, signed off on it. Trump gave the money back ahead of the schedule.
Mm-hmm.
And paid the loan back in full.
will be president again. Namely, the criminal cases are just thrown out. They're just done. They're over. So this is something that I wish the media reported on more heavily beforehand. I wish they gave people all the specifics and the information of the crimes that he committed. They didn't do it. They talked about it like the day we learned about the crimes, but I don't even know if they ever went through the indictments. I don't even know if they ever gave people a digestible explanation of what he did and why it's bad. But now that he's president-elect and he will be president, the criminal cases are flat out dead in the water.
Yeah.
Now, you might be thinking, well,
True.
Kyle, why is that? That doesn't make much sense to me.
Well, let's see.
Because he's the president.
The New York fraud case is complete bullshit. The Jack Dougherty case, that was going to die whether Trump was elected or not. All these were just going to die or be thrown out upon appeal.
Big cope.
And you know it, Kyle, because
I
they were
don't think
based
that's
on bullshit.
anyone's
They were
fucking
trying to
opinion.
get Trump to say, okay, fine, fuck it, I won't run.
Fuck it.
And I guarantee you, if Trump had came out...
That's not what they were trying to do. Fine, fuck it, I won't run. What? He ran so he wouldn't go to prison.
After he lost and said, I am never running for president again. None of these things, none of this.
Uh-oh.
None of this.
Uh-oh. Recent web searches. iCloud. Receive files over Bluetooth. Get help with File Explorer in Windows. CFNM Republic. CFNM at home. How to add multiple monitors to. Nothing saucy.
Be facing him.
The answer is very simple.
Great.
The only
What
way
fuck did I
to
open
go
up?
after a president
Boomer Dave on your
is
cards.
impeachment. And if you impeach through the House, which, by the way, Trump was
Uh-oh.
impeached through the House twice. But if you impeach through the House, then it gets to the Senate,
Uh-oh.
where you need a supermajority of senators in order to say, okay, we're going to remove you from office. And that...
All right, I gotta pay. I'll be right back.
Piss break. Probably gonna do lesbians. I don't have piss break lesbians or Hold on. We'll just scrub. Does Dave use Microsoft Edge? I only use Microsoft Edge for PDFs.
Alrighty.
Would be the punishment for a president who's impeached. Is it goes through the House, there's a trial in the Senate. If a supermajority in the Senate says you're done, you just get kicked out of office. Criminal charges are a totally separate thing, right? But what's for sure is there's already a precedent in the U.S. where you cannot criminally
He's
go
not saying
after
anything.
a president because, the idea is, hey, there'll be there could be countless frivolous.
And watch, Kyle. Trump won't be charged with shit after he leaves office this time because they know there is no chance of him coming back.
Lawsuits.
It totally depends on what he does while he's in office.
And you don't want the president spending all of his time fighting back against those lawsuits. So now the 91 criminal charges against him are over and done with. So let me break this down for you a little more, because at the end, I'm going to give you a little bit of a silver lining here, but there's an asterisk by the silver lining.
I would be shocked if Donald Trump is fucking punished at all at any point in his life at this point. It was going to happen, though. It was definitely happening.
The criminal cases against Trump. One of them was, of course, the classified documents case. And that was, ladies and gentlemen, the most slam dunk case of all time. The evidence was as high as Mount Everest.
Dude,
he stole,
that's going to make him mad.
Classified, top secret documents.
No, he didn't. He took them home, which the chief executive officer is allowed to do under law.
No, that's why it's illegal. None of shit. No, that was what the case was.
And yes, a president can declassify anything he wants.
What?
Also, he had him in a more secure facility than the other former presidents. So, unless you want to throw old Billy Clinton and George Bush and Barry Obama,
Sure, yes,
into the blink, shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up. Do we have shut up? I am 100% fine with that deal. Officer, I didn't steal this car. I just took it home, right?
Very clear reporting and even
stacked him around the shitter,
bragging about the contents of classified secret documents to billionaires at Mar-a-Lago.
Yep.
One of them involved talking about nuclear secrets to some Australian billionaire.
Yep.
He very famously in the Mar-a-Lago ballroom had boxes stacked to the ceiling of classified documents. He also had them in his bathroom at Mar-a-Lago. The other thing is they were able to
That's
catch
crazy.
him red-handed doing obstruction of justice with those documents.
Oh my God.
What he would do is he would take them from one room and tell his workers to shift them to another room, and then he had them destroy videotapes of them moving the boxes.
That's
and,
crazy.
there were people who were willing and ready to testify that Trump had told them.
Why do you want a president that's doing that, man?
Let me get this straight. Your side tells my side that we're crazy conspiracy theorists.
What?
Do you fucking hear yourself right now?
There's literally evidence of this. It's not it's not a conspiracy theory. That is evidence. Okay, look, I don't know I don't know how to just define evidence as anything other than reasonable. So he's upset by something reasonable here. That's a bingo. He's definitely, I mean, they're literally using their reason when you have evidence. Quite easy. Holy shit. All right, hey, bet your bingo points. I'm going to grab my food. 2 minutes. Bet your bingo points. Are we going to get another one? Argues with chat is a bingo. And it looks like drunk and another again, but that could be either. I just sort of go with the flow. Sarah made a cookie. A sugar cookie. All right, got 1 minute, chat. No, Darwin, you cannot have chicken parm leftovers. You're not even Italian. You're Australian. Can't have them. All right, 20 seconds to bet your bingies.
I hope you will have a fantastic day.
Shayla, thank you very much. 14 months? Look at us. All right. Let's keep going.
You got to move those boxes, which is basically him admitting to obstructing justice. He basically held off the FBI and the Justice Department for like a year when they were like, hey, we're going to need those documents back, and he handed over some, but he kept hype.
I just have one thing to say about this.
Uh-huh.
Cry, baby, cry.
Sings on your card?
Cry, cry to heaven. Light a candle, toll a bell. Go fuck yourself.
Wow.
Cry, baby, cry. Cry, cry to heaven.
I'd rather have Katy Perry, yeah.
If that doesn't do it for you, go ahead and go fuck yourselves.
Well,
Fighting others, and it's the most slam dunk case I've ever seen in my life. This is not a situation where it's like, oh, a president accidentally took one box of classified documents and nothing important is in there, and he hands them right back over when the FBI says we need those back.
Yeah.
This is him, like, taking countless classified documents and doing wildly illegal things with
I can't imagine why his sister hates him. I know, right?
them. Things that should be state secrets. He's just blabbering about them all over the place and obstructing justice and not handing them back over, and it's just clear crimes. Well, what happened in that case is it went to a MAGA judge. The MAGA judge is Aileen Cannon.
Oh my god. Go fuck yourself. I'm done with this.
Rage quit.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, you little simp bitch boy. Enjoy being the stepfather to
Simp?
3 girls.
It's clone.
The stepfather to 3 girls.
Trust me.
Would it be embarrassing to be a stepfather? Like, huh? Is it embarrassing to have a wife and a family? You take that back. Oh, man, I'm so embarrassed about my beautiful family. I mean, fucking who cares, dude?
Trust me, this man is in for the next 10 years every 5 minutes of saying, "You're not my dad!"
What?
Yeah, great move marrying the 42-year-old Crystal Ball,
Uh-huh.
whose egg chamber is drier than the fucking Sahara.
Her egg chamber? Baby, can you show me your egg chamber? I would love a little egg chamber action. New hole, the egg chamber.
Hey guys, the fallout from Kamala's loss the other day continues.
And again, I don't give a shit. I'll say it. Crowd wants to fight me, you can fucking fight me. I don't give a fuck.
What?
Now we have Nancy Pelosi getting
He doesn't care about you, man. What?
involved, and not going to sugarcoat it. She absolutely tosses Joe Biden under the bus, but also Kamala Harris under the bus. She's basically like,
Yeah, I heard it. She kind of did, but this should have been settled 2 years ago. When you didn't get a blue wave, you got a red trickle, but you were really hoping for a blue wave.
A red
because
trickle.
Abortion at that moment was probably the number one issue by a country mile, and you got a fucking trickle.
Uh-huh.
Joe Biden's age was called into question a year.
Joe Biden. Joe Biden.
Joe Biden's age was called into question a year before the election. You could have had a primary. You could have pressured him to say, I'm a one-term president. Instead, the old man stays in till 5 fucking minutes before the election, relatively speaking.
Dude, he's drunk.
And, yeah.
Go ahead. And yeah.
Kamala Harris does what she did best. Lose. Remember, Kamala Harris's campaign was obliterated by Tulsi Gabbard in 2 minutes.
Fuck all y'all. You guys all fucked up. And I'm going to break this down for you. So she was speaking to the New York Times. She said, quote, had the president, Biden, gotten out sooner, there may have been other candidates in the race. So this basically confirms that Pelosi wanted an open primary after Biden dropped out, where you have Democrats.
But by the time that Biden dropped out, it was too late for a primary. And you know it, Kyle. You know it.
At a convention.
Biden should have dropped out 2 years ago.
Where you have all these people vying for it, and basically at the end of the day, the idea is the party picks the best candidate or who they think is the best candidate. And
I don't know how you
should know.
masturbate. You have no mass.
Sounds like what happens when Dave pees. God. We could have had one. We could have.
Her idea of the best candidate
right.
was Gavin Newsom. That's who she wants.
And your idea of the best wife is a woman that has 3 kids that are not yours.
Huh? Also, he has said I don't care. Huh? Worries about paternity on your cards. For real. And there was misogyny earlier, but I have it on there.
2 of which I believe are girls. Or all 3 are girls.
All right, it's getting pretty fucking creepy, man.
Yeah, you're not a whipped cuck soy boy piece of trash.
Whipped cuck? He said cuck. I don't have it on here. Soy boy. Worries about testosterone.
Well, creepy isn't illegal.
It is a weird way to attack him. Like, Kyle has a, like, look at him. He's in his beautiful backyard on his patio furniture. And he's, like, got a family and a house and kids and stuff. And he's saying, Dave is saying, this guy's a loser when he makes fucking cheese casserole for his mom every night. You know what I mean? They're not the same. Thank you, Doc.
Okay, so she's hiding the ball a little bit here. She's not letting her full position be known that I wanted Gavin, but President Biden dropped out after me and others urged him.
Yeah.
How do you know I don't have a wife hiring gullet? Maybe I just keep certain areas of my life private.
Oh my God, you're so fucking full of cope. Holy fucking shit. Jesus, fuck, that is so embarrassing. Oh my God, every time he gets drunk, he is arguing with Chad. That's a bingo. Let's fucking go. Congratulations. There you go. Not too shabby. All right, you got another bingy. 2 minutes. Do-do-ba-do-do. You missed it again? Again! I don't know. You're gonna have to give me a timestamp. 50 seconds. Your bingo is again. We're working on a weird looking one. When he was asking to fight Kyle, it was toxic masculinity. Ooh, I like that. You're right. All right. It's over. Let's go.
But Biden's last fuck you to the people who forced him out was Biden who said, oh, and by the way, it's going to be Kamala Harris. And then, basically at the time, the Democrats didn't want to have a massive fight in the public over this. So you had Obama fell in line. Obama didn't want Kamala either. Pelosi fell in line, and everybody fell in line, right? So she says, had Biden gotten out sooner...
Just because Joe Biden said it publicly? Wow.
No, Biden's final fuck you was not that.
What was it?
Biden's final fuck you was the garbage people, was the only supporters of, the only garbage I see is his supporters. I think that's pretty close to the quote. That's what fucked her.
That's not what fucked her. No one gives a fuck about that. What are you talking about? Shut up.
And also the fact that she has an insufferable laugh that's like fucking goddamn rocks on glass.
I really don't think that's the case.
She doesn't know what she's doing. We all know she slept her way to the top.
Dude, I have criticisms of Kamala Harris, and it's none of these. Yeah, I'm willing to click drunk. It's none of those things. She's totally qualified. My problems with her are around liberalism. Like, her politics in general are not what I want.
So,
the next again is it.
There have been other candidates in the race. The anticipation was that if the president were to step aside, that there would be an open primary. And as I say, Kamala may have. I think she would have done well in that and been stronger going forward, but we don't know that. That didn't happen. We live with what happened. And because the president endorsed Kamala Harris immediately, that really made it almost impossible to have a primary at the time.
Wow.
If it had been much earlier, it would have been different. So in other words, she's saying, you needed to drop out sooner, Joe Biden, so she's blaming him for that.
It's his fault.
And
part of it
she's
is
also verifying that Biden went off script when after he dropped out, within like an hour, he released a statement saying, yes, it's going to be the vice president, it's going to be Kamala Harris, she's going to be the standard bearer moving forward, right? And we actually talked about that at the time, and it wasn't just us, others talked about it at the time too, that that was Biden's last FU to the people who forced him out of the race. His last FU to Pelosi and Obama and the rest of them who wanted Biden to step down. Everybody else wanted an open primary. And Biden was like, okay, fine, fuck you guys, I'll step down. But if I'm stepping down, I'm going to pick Kamala as my heir apparent, and there's not shit you can do about it.
I fucking think we could... All right. This is what I'm talking about when we say we don't like Democrats or whatever. It's because they fall in line with these little fucking meaningless rituals or pomp and circumstance, while the Republicans just rip through everything. They just don't give a fuck. And we need to not give a fuck either. We need to be like, fuck Joe Biden. I think the people want a primary. I think that'd go a long way, actually. I think that would go a long way. If every other Democrat was like, nah, Joe Biden's endorsing Kamala Harris, and that's totally fine. So that's his endorsement for the primary candidate. So let's do it. But he waited way too long anyway. So, Joe Biden fucked us big time.
And so that's validation that conspiracy theory that we all have.
No. The reason Kamala Harris was chosen is she is the only one that could have accessed Biden's war chest. That's why it was her.
That's definitely part of it. But it's only because it was so late. And so you're not really listening to what is happening, but I'm not surprised. She was the only one that could use the Biden campaign's finances to run that election. But other candidates would have obviously raised money. They raised $1 billion for Kamala. You know, they tried really hard. Would have been fine.
Is actually true. Okay, so now let's break this down. So again, what she's saying here is Biden should have gotten out sooner. Would that have helped? Potentially, yes.
Yes.
Would it have been enough to get whoever the Democrat would be in this scenario over the edge? Almost certainly not.
Really? Well, not if the messaging was the same. If the messaging was exactly the same, I think it would have. I think it would. They would have done slightly better, but I mean, not much.
Okay, so let's not memory hole the fact that early on, when Kamala became the standard bearer, she came out of the gates fucking hot.
Yes, she did.
There was genuine enthusiasm at the time.
Yep.
Then she picked Tim Walz, and there was even more enthusiasm.
Yep.
They went with the "we're not going back" line and
Fuck
the
yep.
weird line, and they.
Yes, they did. They were crushing.
Nobody fucking cares.
What?
Tim Walz probably was a mistake. Now it's probably the only reason that Minnesota stayed blue. But
I disagree. Tim Walz was excellent. A great choice. Totally wasted him.
look, like I said, I don't care what your policies are.
Walz could literally run next time.
If the cost of eggs is $7, you have a problem.
Yep. And it's corporate greed.
Release some policies that were genuinely good policies, like $6,000 child tax credit. And so let's not do revisionist history and pretend like she wasn't actually super.
Where are $7 eggs? The only $7 eggs I've seen are the like 18 count super bougie eggs.
Early on. And I should be clear, my position was I don't want it to just be given to Kamala.
They are expensive,
but
though.
after it was given to Kamala and then she came out of the gate super strong, I was just like, okay, whatever. We have somebody whose name is not Joe Biden, and this is probably going to be as good as it can get.
Yep.
Right? And so, like, in other words, my position was to agree with Pelosi at the time. But now I
hate to do this, but I think I'm just going to end this now.
It's going to end it?
Good night, everybody.
Okay. Wait, what?
Well, in truth, I might be back again
What? Wait.
at another time.
Wait a second. This is... But it's not over. What? I might be back again is not an again. He can say again in a sentence. That's it? What the fuck? Huh? He was conscious 2 seconds ago. This fucking, huh? Okay. Wait, how long does he stir? Wait. I see a little movement here, so maybe something bad happens. Maybe a noise. No, it's just, that's it.
No.
He just slumps the fuck over. He's slumped. Okay. I see. So this is the 30-minute marker there, about 33 minutes. And we're like, yeah, this is just what happens. He full schlumped over, dude. It's going great. It's funny to see that this guy's life falls apart no matter what. He's just dying. He's gonna stream his own death. It's literally choking on himself. Why are you so sad, Dave? You won. What is it like to win? Yeah. I'm scrubbing. I'm not seeing a change in posture whatsoever. Holy shit. Still nothing. What the fuck? He just lays motionless. Oh, he's moving his little head. Oh. Ew. Is he shitting? He's got poo-poo? Just fucking fell asleep. He just passed out. My neck is getting sore just watching this.
Go.
The raw dogs are now at risk of slumping, dude. He continues to slump. What the fuck?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
What? He just shot up. Look at that shit. Did you see that? What the fuck? Like a ghost. Just fucking...
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ. Uh-huh.
I feel like she's
What? He starts to play the fucking video again. It's just black. Okay. Okay, that's a ding no.
Go.
Congratulations, ding knowers.